Finally, the better looking Passat is now here. The all-new 8th generation Passat comes in two engine variants. This one is the mid-range 1.8 TSI Comfort Line with 7-speed DSG gearbox. It gets smaller rims, different interior trim and lesser things to play with as compared to the one right here, which is what we'll be focusing today. It is the top of the range 2.0 TSI Highline. Don't be fooled by its looks. It's actually a Golf GTI. I'll get into that later, but first, the beautiful exterior. The entire front now looks elegant, unlike the dopey looking B7. I like the adaptive LED headlights, and together with the new front grille, it creates that strong presence that demands your attention. The rims are 18-inch in size, but I don't quite like the design. The door-mounted side mirror looks good, and I like these strong shoulder lines that lowers down the car visually. The rear looks so much better right now with a refined set of LED headlights and strong curved lines. The bumper integrated exhaust tips, yes, you have guessed it right, they are fixed. And yes, you have also guessed it right, double tailpipes hidden underneath there. But it's okay, I've got something more important to address. The badge. This might actually confuse other road users or even the owner himself. It is not a 3.8 litre TSI engine. It is also not a 380 horsepower TSI engine. It is actually for Volkswagen to remind themselves that the engine in this car produces somewhere around 380 Nm of torque, while the 1.8 variant, it is somewhere around 280 Nm of torque. Volkswagen, just write it down in your little notebook, not confuse us like that. I like being in here. It feels and even smells premium. It is spacious too. Check out how Volkswagen tried to gain more room by minimizing the width of the dashboard and the sloping glove compartment for maximum legroom. In fact, nothing here feels chunky, so that you get more space. The soft touch materials in here feels really nice, and soft of course. Storage bins, they are lined with felt and rubber padding. The middle bit here, the vents, it is fake but it looks alright, and they even managed to make the wood trim looks contemporary, and I like it. And I'm not even 40 yet. These Vienna combination leather seats, well, they are not exactly soft, but it comes with adjustable headrests, which is not entirely new, but I like that. Steering wheel with pedal shifters, well, it can be a bit meatier, but the buttons on it, they all feel very expensive. And I like this emblem right in the middle with piano black finishing around it. That's very nice. One of the key highlights in here is this 12-inch active info display, somewhat similar to Audi's virtual cockpit. You get to view the navigation map right in front of you, and there are 5 viewing modes to choose from. But then you can't change the entire theme of the display. But it's good enough for me because it looks really good. In the center bit here, you get this analog clock, which is a nice touch because it somehow makes it a bit more premiumer. The display of this 6.5-inch Discover touchscreen infotainment system is sharp. It comes with mirror-link, navigation and reverse camera. It is also Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatible. Down here, climate control settings is very straightforward, very easy to use, and I like this center bit here with the piano black finishing. And the engine start-stop button is nice as well. There are 2 cup holders over here. There's this adjustable armrest, but sadly, the compartment in here isn't very big. Now, the glasses compartment here feels, how do I put it, less expensive. And if you're not careful, you might even cut your finger on the sharp edges. And yeah, this borderless rear view mirror is actually very nice. It is very spacious back here, ample legroom, plenty of headroom, and enough space for 3 adults. There are aircon vents with controllers, electric rear sunscreen which you can control from the front, armrests with, well, less expensive cup holders, and ISOFIX safety features. For those who are traveling with children, especially toddlers, please use a car seat. A car seat with ISOFIX feature is safe and very easy to use. Simply push out the latch and push it into isofix point. Hook on the anchor point back here and then just fasten it. And it's done. You and your child can now travel safely. There are three things that I quite like back here. Number one, easy open rear boot. And number two, power boot lid, which makes it super convenient. And number three, the boot space itself. Dump all these things in, easy peasy. One full set of luggage bag, one cooler box, and a full-size stroller for your child. If you think you need more space, simply pull this latch and the seat will fall flat for more boot space. And by the way, there's a hidden hook for you to hook your groceries. Clever, eh? Powering this hot German is a very special engine. A 2-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged TSI engine with a 6-speed DSG gearbox that came in straight from the Golf GTI. Yes, you have heard it right, the Golf GTI. So it produces the exact same amount of power and torque figures. 220 German horsepower and 350 Nm of torque. 0 to 100 in just 6.7 seconds. And thanks to Volkswagen's MQB platform, the all-new Passat is now larger in terms of dimension and wheelbase length, but it is 90 kilograms lighter than before. Safety-wise, it comes with 6 airbags, ABS with BA, ESC, Hill Start Assist, automatic post-collision braking system and ICRS, or Intelligent Crash Response System, which is basically a safety feature that automatically unlocks all doors, disable the fuel pump, and switch on the hazard lights when a collision is detected. This top-of-the-range Highline variant gets lane assist as well, which makes sure you stay in your lane by subtly pulling you back in. So now, how does it drive? I'm not sure where to begin with because this car does come with quite a lot of things to play with. Now, for instance, check out this awesome sport performance display. It shows you G-force meter, boost gauge, oil temperature, and current power output in a D-segment family car. Okay, now for those who are not into performance gadgetry, well, you can go onto the Think Blue Trainer, which is always by your side to make sure you have the most economical drive. And while you're at it, turn on the seat massaging function and enjoy the slow drive. Well then, of course, before that, you need to go on to the DCC or Dynamic Chassis Control that comes with the Highline variant, GTI stuff. Eco or Traffic Jam Mode, as I will call it, for the most economical and comfortable slow drive. When you're cruising with your family, Comfort Mode obviously, so that everyone is in a good mood. Normal Mode for your quick daily drive to work and business meetings. In normal mode, the ride is a bit on the harsh side. It is slightly better in the comfort mode. It drives like how a Passat should be, with light steering feel, and power delivery from this thing is very impressive. But the initial turbo lag is quite apparent. There's another thing. The tyre roar is a tad too loud in here. And now, the best mode. Well, not really the best mode, the second best mode. Sport mode for your therapeutic weekend fun drive, or when you have a very important meeting to rush to. I say the second best because the best mode is still individual. You get to personalize and get the right balance between comfort and sport. When you're in sport mode, you immediately get to feel that the car comes to life. It's like a 9-to-5 day job accountant turns into a German ninja hero warrior person kind of thing. The steering wheel tightens, the ride stiffens, all ready for a sporty fast drive. The engine goes into S mode and it sounds grunty and angry. And just like the Golf GTI, this car is equipped with XDS, or electronic differential lock. It applies brakes on individual wheel to reduce understeer. And oh, it works. Going through corners on high speed like a ninja. This thing is so powerful, you even get torque steer when you accelerate from standstill, activating the traction control. It might sound like it's all good in here with big power and big smile, but it can get quite scary because it is quite a large car to drive like a Golf GTI. Which brings us to the possible big butts from you guys. A D-segment car with so much power, is it even necessary? What, you're gonna drive like a maniac even with the family in the car? The ride is gonna be so hard. Who in their right mind is gonna get a family car that drives so quick? Well, I would. Especially with DCC's individual mode. I can choose comfort ride, sport steering, and normal drive for the engine. And when I want a burst of acceleration at the lights, I'll just flick the gear lever and go on S mode and go for it. Why not? Now I know what this is. This is a Golf GTI in business suit. I think there's something missing in this car. Give me a minute. Done. So, is this car for you? Well, if that little car guy inside you is screaming, where can I find a Golf GTI with space, comfort and practicality as a family car? Then yes, because hashtag who says uncle car has to be boring, right? But if you think, whoa, this is just too fast for my family, but you still want to have that continental drive and feel, then probably not. You should then consider the Trend line or the Comfort line instead. If you want to find out more about the all-new Volkswagen Passat V8 Highline, do log on to AutoBuzz.my. If you like our video, do give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button below. And the engine start, stop, engine start, engine stop, start button, push, engine, yeah, that thing. Put the... and